Adebio. Mr. Adebi. Ya water. Efifi. Ya tete. Ya hata. Ya boba. Ya rolly. Ya light it.
The only problem we are having are leaders. Even me as somebody, I'm saying it publicly that if they can just do mass burial for all our leaders, and let we the youth start ruling, you will see that everything will go the way it should go. Our leaders are our problem. I'm telling you, they can come and arrest me. If they should kill me, 1,000 people like me will still stand in this country. So that's it.
Yo, yes, of course. Whatever it is, we will arise and we shall never be defeated. Usiana na dwidi emewaha na menewo ebechen komobi. Yene eye Face the Country convener eye Oliver, lawyer Oliver ebetritwe eye nkomo. Breaking news be SC. Breaking news be from the EC office, from the office of the president. Aba Tom from him, and unti yebedi de home komo, and unti nyaso netie, na tonkra, emebusiafo, no mombetie, and koma yewo edema eye o my Ghana no, na enkomono, ano edene, ane munso eye eduru, pepepe. Bomodi a share call, eye Telegram, platforms be a was to be a share call, WhatsApp platform be a was to be a no share call, yebedin komo, yeni lawyer Oliver, ebedrishin komo. Edino Dr. Renner, all the way from United Kingdom. Young Conan Kuti, a friend is saying, Assembia, ewoho. Na yeba, yenso yaba to us, so face the country. Rantiano and Sembe no Moka. But way.
The problem with Africa is that those who have ideas have no power, and those with power have no ideas. And that in many ways still informs. So you have all these ideas on how we can green Africa. I listen to you and I can see you are babbling with ideas, but you don't have the power. And the fellow with power has completely no idea.
With the ideas and to me actually the way you better chill my Ghana no afan into my pa Efra. Send your Tibiano Ghana asem say and ekoswo.
Small standing. You dey see that? We dey eat them. We dey chopper. We dey sleep. See that? You any social? We dey sleep with them. We dey sleep with them. Your body down. You dey hear sound. You dey hear sound. You dey hear sound. You dey hear sound. Talk to your baba feet. Listen to other sound. Listen to other sound. You dey hear?
Yo, Ebusia, you dey hear sound, you dey see sound, and you're my echo so no. You be calling a lawyer, Aquatrin, come on, you're my lawyer, Papa. Lawyer.
What's it?
I do more lawyer.
No, face
Oh, lawyer. I'm in for picture be lawyer fan to us and go for news there. Lawyer and the moves and it's me a white crown here. Fresh man, wouldn't you? Lawyer, Moakwaba. Now, may sure say, Sawuntia, Mabomodiana Mabo, a year and Kobo. Nemono, Yetita Fubusa, lawyer, Wapumu, et is a year.
Only nyame adom nyame ne pɛ so kakra adwuma na yɛ so bɛɛ ne den sɛ me white thing na be hu sɛ adwuma yɛ nkɔkrafo adwuma onya akɔkra nso deɛ obɛduro egu so ayɛ nyame nso pɛ so kama
na lawyer I'm say ye koda sorry ya ye dey nim say mo serve the president mo petition no say won hwe na anka omomodian na onyi EC boss ye momodian na ye ntwe ne nsan ne senti Sancho Kofi Akpafo Lipele lobby ye koto aba ya moment to be mesre wa so betimi a kyerɛkyerɛ kakra na na be breaking news na ɛwɔ no so Ediama busuafo senti a face the country mo petition president
medase ebe in fact 2 weeks in Poaba na ye January January ni mo no na ye mo bi ni mo start bisa senti 1 year ni I mean can say I think around the 7th January mo ho and is the 1 year anniversary of year 2020 election abano na ye mu bi ni mo start bisa sen na into over 1 year ni nti ye nua no mo Sancho Kofi Akpafo Lolobi na Lipe nti na asem yi ye de saa ma ya ntwe obi aso wo ho ya nya ho hwe je se kwa na ye kɔ yenim kwa wo ho ana you know and I'm just say you know ye me bi no fa to ye ho so se ene ye kama ye dwuma ye de to ye ni so se ye be ye ni se mra na nkrofon ni so na hie ni ko wi abode a na kotum 10 years na je se mo a ye de dwuma ahwom nsa se so mo ye dwuma no mo de mo ya na je so bi ebu nani ato baabi over 1 year ni omampanyin anko se o ye omampanyin for all of the country also krada and kind of once impom empejam kan hwe wo ho eno mo na ye se ne ye mfa nto ye ni so ne ye mfa nko and article 146 of the constitution say omo hwem se de omo ye no ne kwan so ano no se ye kwan papa so no me defy idea nka omo hwe na Madam Jean Mensa and the deputies no ki entwe onwaso emfa ho na ye asema ye kan se Ghana for no ya na edi tumi ahye obi nsa se ye di adwuma bi ahye ne nsa se nko ye adwuma no na ye ka se ye nkotwe ne pa na so mpo anya se bi ye de no kwakotu fiase ana se bibi se adwuma ye de ama no ye nkohwem se adwuma no wo ye ni ye ana se ase adwuma na bro so kakra se bro so kakra de ya ne se ne kofie ne koje wa home na de obetumi aye adwuma no ne yapɛ no no abɛyɛ adwuma no ɛno ne yɛse yɛn kɔ ne nkɔhwɛm ɛno nti ne nam so yɛn de petition kɔ yɛ no na anse ne de petition nso bɛ kompo no wohwɛ kasa mu no yɛn nua no mo wɔ akpafo no se ne mo se kasa no mpo no ebinom kyerɛ sɛ adan mo nya Ghana fo ana abia sɛ bebe mo fini nti ana kasa mo etu ebinom wɔ sɛ ye potemu baabi se Kumasi o sɛ menhia na se bibi sana ko bia ntena se nye din wo ho sa ke be bibi afa ho na me sensem se meti aye ma ho meti kakra se nti se democracy ye building no ebi no betumi atena se na te se susu omo dwenni na ye nya ho hwe ni ensori mfi enya ho bibia me Sancho Kofi Lolobi na Lipe me mfa ho nko hoda me ni mebia ne kwankra da nso se me ye Ghana ni nkwa na ye no ye hu se Ghana no Ghana koso ne yepe se na Ghana nyama be koso ni ebe ko yie nso ne yepe no nti no ye ne se ne yenko na chese yenko bisem na chese nsem a wo mu nyina nso no etimi amam afa mra kwan so na ya ye hu bibi eno nti e de petition ne ko
yo lawyer member breaking news no na am say o custom ne se mitie ya na akwa ese de mra no akwa ese do you see like say a law no favoritism bi wo mu ana say wo hie ni ye bibia etumi twe na so enso say bi obi a wo mo from the elite ni escafo mai ana obi fufuro bi ono bibi won nsem ye bibia eno de asemra no na I very lenient bi wono wo say ususu say favoritism bi wo mu
ye hu na da covid mema example yi won say covid asem ba ye UK say ya Boris Johnson said and some no kon wan hwekre be impeach no e wo ho ama eyi na fi as prime minister Ghana no covid no ebinom pastor bi say ye jelly no almost 8 years say wa from covid bra na obi ani ho Ghana covid mo organize the biggest event seeing politicians no any omampanyin Chief Justice no more di omo nim bako kra ni ma a bigger event than omo nyina and no my nam so my face the country dey asem no two police for him e formal police complaint mom na kayo me say obi go prison 8 years follow up over almost 6 months ni follow up a police for say complaint ni e be yen kra no omo de omo yera no omo yera
Ghana police force complaint no omo yera no
yes omo yera you know this is not the only incident in some way they see what Ghana dey bia omo penyifo ya dia na je omo from ho adi Ghana dey ultimately na okra ma penyi bi ni nkrofo bi koye cocaine kra na cocaine ntimi yera na ya tisa no ndukukunte powder bibia esi wo Ghana mahu na just a prison ye esi no ye hiafo ma na yegum obo wan say one bi na just say yi bia na je politician bia kotum kakra bi eno enche ni ama no presidential pardon Abuga Pele kodemu when do 2 years so say why any yi no presidential pardon and on the convoy in the cra say obi anka Ghana sika almost say what say Ghana sika millions every year to year into no say system ni mistake e dey back kra kotum kra mo asafa hu say no prison kra mo some dey na kotum no the whole time no hospital no mo koda ma yeso mo no just say o ma shada say mo mfa mo no mo koda hospital the whole time mo serve wo prison hobi the hiafo na yesi prison ama na yeso dey bia na ye boje o mo so no nti ye de asem no ne say some mara na apply to obi ade yen hwe say apply a na Ghana fo nyina fo omani hwe say na process na iko na covid asem impo a Sir John ye no mkoye asem a make impo no ye frame wo Joy FM tama ye de complain ni call police no ama Evans Benze bisa me say na you know ye hwe nkofo dro mo wa Chief Justice Vice President one asem ye bisa no is it even realistic say be ka say law no apply na say it's most democracy they be am catch them nkofo say we are all equal before the law and when there's something can answer we didn't be some say is it even realistic na me ko we body out be some say realistic say the betum ana so these are the things now yeah can say you know leadership must start from the top. The leadership and start at top no they are any Ghana name konim because of mo fom rapa no top kata she send prayer wo top because obi eni governor mo nam dwom tonton ade enya kakra to mbotom so kaya yo ne hwan go bisa bribe go bisa bribe no go dey bisa bribe omo ye leaders no mom na say mo tete high government position no mo je bribe the Ghana egu no no mo ugu Ghana no and say ye hu bibi afa kwan bi so a just say ye pese mra no ene nkrofo idi no
na just say we dey lawyer na just say law no I say rule of law is not a respecter of persons. The law no a person is not above the law. Na just say in actual sense no Ghana there are people above the law.
Oh, Ghana de murano kra mo mfa ho kwan bia so wo hwe de esi wadwire na me na me ko fetu e ko bobo nkrofo ku mu kwa kamera ni minni so even in adwira asem impo ya de bia ye kan besi ne yenye obi ayentwe obi aso wo ho techima south gofududu a Ghana fo dudu owu ye no che say ye ku ba ku o Mali ya be ba ku o Guinea abaye ba ku o Burkina Faso nipa ba ku hwe enwu yakoto aba ama yekunkun yen ya Ghana fo ni bi amutwa mo beka che say am robbers nti yen no mu no de mara no de omo di yen po no mo yekun yen we program no kra no yen ni echi you know so yen de ya fa ne say yen de ne de face the country they say here for revolution samosi mara no da ho de kire yen say mara no ye djuma yen mu be kwa akosi say ene mu wi amo say mo akakra ye nya ho hwe mo pa mo nya de mo be ye na Ghana fo nyina ho say ka kire mo de bia ye ka kire mo no say mo ntie no enu nini munya MPP ni NDC ni nsem na ya de bia mo de kuku na mo amodi kumu no na mo nse asem tu mpanyifo no mo ma omo nya ho hwe na mo na mra no ye de mo bedi no ene ne ye asem ne ye ka no me fa ne say dampare a wabai a ye bo na basu ye wo Ghana ha ne ye se o mampanyin a high tax ama ne girlfriend ya na ge ya no odi na chi se wa broni asem mi
yeah
then no we utie ayi na se wabro ni kan go hu mami ya no Yoko chief head Charlotte Tiwa Dankwa anka wo de oye watakrade nkola no nkreke se yi ni sign no o te ho no o ka kire o mo ko ye complain man o ka kire ni say eh o mo ni mampanyin dia ene o mo ko hu mampanyin o mo nke bi mo why na o mo so mampanyin hu o mo wo police ni anka wo be professional na krobe na krobe person can how can the police even say this to a complainant and no the yen ko hwem and no yen nyan hwe and no the yen from mra no ko hwem say is this proper was the private jet of the presidential jet used for the president's private business what the president didn't plan to and no is that the correct way of using public funds when the work can was mama so these are the issues I can they see any so say no near bekan no no medam so say o mekunkun yen dia no munkun no bia na fo nyina hu so because the area no ye di bie Ghana fo ani no mo hu say ye na mara no na nkofo mo de sisi no mo ne ebedi no mo de mara no de o mo fa nye hwe na ye mbisa ye hu say eyi ne ye pe ana
yo lawyer say ye din komo no say o ka asem bi na atwe ma adwene akosi bibi so say ye nuanu mo e wo akpafu o mfa hoda ebi obe free say bia wo ye because bia you have your own personal friend saying bibia obenye free onso so wo mfa hoda akpafufu onso oni omo kasa from the way omo kasa na just say they feel say they've been alienated omo te Ghana na so omo nka Ghana. Did you get that sense?
I get that sense. Na mo kra so mo throw petition bi my electoral commission e dey be come parliament na se mo ka won say they feel say asebo mo kan ya come pa ni say they feel say they are become a colony independent Ghana mo na ya yes ye kum for oppression na your national anthem po ye ka say the Lord wine to resist oppressors rule ne ho kro no oppressors no eno na che say ya fa ho a bi no mo ti Ghana na ye press ye nuanom nye say de ye esum bo man ye Ghana ye fa ho die yetimi akwa bedu some pempensu we no bitimi decided at the night before obeto aba said there be onto aba ni bi na Ghana for mpo no eya na de ese ye na ye hold the democracy into account mpo dodo na ye nye ye nyina ko gina kokromoti abatowo so na nunte ya oti Ghana for kasem am say kokromoti power e do kra no mo de hihiro mo re dema nko yo o de makofu mi makohwem makopepa me voter ID ho na me de to na me de twen na edu ona na ye de kwan bi so abe ye fi nsem at the last minute no until mo reflecting what asem no so no me e come kakra but you know one of the things I also see so what say me fa ho no say na me ye me nyama say no obi be hu me no obi say bia edwura so me nim ho me nko ho da de bia me ne eyifo no kasa edwurafo kasa mo say edwura yi de ebra me nko ho da but the most important is say ye nyina na Ghana ye si ye ni so say Ghana na pese eko yi se bole bambo e for yen se meko bole bambo yen se mepe bole bambo mpuntu ana se meko e nyina no ye nyina ye nso ye mu na nyina ye mfa yanse e de yen hisa hye ye ho na de ye pegya ne se ye enne e betimi akoyi na ye se kan se ne ye kan no praye wo yi ba kon ne bom ebu nso yo kan bom a emuntin kan bom no ne hia yeah.
Na just say Oshem Krano principle of law Adibia say when a law is created, no conscience comes alive, no. Na kwa say where there is no law, no, there is no conscience. Na just say Yankasi crew muni there. I say conscience no has not really come alive.
A lawyer for no nka no kre. A lawyer for no nim no so mon ka no kre. Say eno na no mo de fa mu didi. Nti no onka ka je say you know asema wodi koi wa onim Ghana yi ye be masajane kakra anase ye be ni say na be ba but omon kan che to ne sika onan je somebody jiuska eno ano mo somebody didi somebody be jiuska anasa nko ye video anka nim ka Ghana ko ka say judges G mponchin as briber ke be ye ne obetwea kosi ayi nzi omo hu no TV so gani de so mo yekom sana Ghana asem na ko ye kakra
lawyer we there yenya ni padom kakra wo mo bro ha eni eye oha ni akire we there yembusa na me ready eye ene breaking news na aba no making kind of yemfa questions no easy so maami we minim se unim no a minim se bia mo amonso mo hwe no unim no na eja wodi ni din no ato wo me de maami bi mfo nyini ba beto so maami we minim se lawyer unim no a maami no wo hye fita no a nose mask no minim osi wo siu na de wo siu ni nyina ne se wodi asem bi akwa akodan omampanyin akwa akodu the highest court, the Supreme Court for him. Now they all can in and say, as some now they call you know, who sounds so the bar abontene. And into almost to say, one family are so, and now didn't say no, a begu a year begas rather, a year 10 times we, and into one more fast now almost you. No, na lawyer, me person me bisa say, I say me wati na etiseng. Na mami yanka sa unim no.
Mami na de to ho ne ye ora yere Jean Mensa oda yisia no na ulma sojafo na edi na chi no wo kohwe no de bia na be confuse you se bia na wo de uhu afarijan na sojafo bia endi na chi santine e bia na wo badwin se diplomat bia na se delegation bi na there be Jean Mensa EC commission no na onompo no Jean Mensa no obi amini na ye adwuma pen na me ne na yewo electoral yewo constitution review commission and obi amini ni ye na me matsem na me kan no se mmara de enye personal se adwuma na edi ama wo se koye nso me ye Ghana ni ba e de adwuma hye onsa ene se koye adwuma na wantimi anya adwuma na ye ntino na kama no na me ne wo mi eni nyina yakoti na constitution review commission say ye be kaye kana ye yie no na che say wo ni so dia na che say me so da chi bi kame na me wo ho anka wo so no wetimi afa mra kwanzo aya de pa no na ye nyina epe oganafo na me ya anen na mete enempo no enen ye premier ye documentary bi are we Ghanaians too? I face the country for documentary be a on the road towards Sagleme. Premiere just a premiere video video yeah you know video is streaming documentary no one film and no one just just documentary ne corner na start comment was here tag me. Hey, have you seen the case? Have you seen it? I'm saying my partner be. The way documentary ni we see no na me hu say journalist for be I post say assuming and now for journalists ni be a picture of a sending me. Say yes you yeah na me hu say must take can media mu say yes you na me kokan we no ye nyan survey me personal there no matter no but lawsuit the public or in the public domain when you sue or in the public domain obi at me discuss it now once more can say uhwa ye dey asem no ekoma omampanyin the fact say ye man Ghana fo aso tey said ye dey ekoma omampanyin nti asem no ahiegu ye bon to ntwene because ensen kan krofo kra be hu say ye dey asem na kra akọ say ge enyi no na
say say it's a public interest case, so why must it be shrouded in secrecy? Nan come then compa, nan kem fanko secrecy. I don't know much.
They fanko secrecy. Obi anti say she ma ye beti an say ye say ya bo atu egu say ye dey no mo come open. Na I mean read your mujina sumpo. First of all, no example am man say mo kaya na me kan announce nsemi me kan say documentary announce ye or judges in. And no yet Accra Mall Cinema, Silverbird Cinema. No go yi documentary no be ehu ye. Nti ye release press statement I informing Crawford. Say asema ye dey call petition. Ni no. And no mba be gina so aka kire court nze ni che say yenga say asem na ship because ya man Crawford aso ate. No mo dey asem na court. Me say I just say be some gymnastics be no mba ye. I no mo hwa ye dia. Ne Ghana for mo me na dey be amasema make can say me advocacy ndia me ye nyina me ye kire Ghana for as a revelation na me ye no me bie mu ani na mo ahumo mo democracy no say yenua Avram Bemoshe de bia say obi nkrofo ani wo Bible ni Quran na de bia nkrofo kra no
That's it.
mam de tun say democracy no be bi nkrofo ani no mo amohwe se ne say mo say de mo pani eno ani nti ye de no say de akọ no mo so mo de abase enu nti enyina so ne embo asem no ngu na de nkrofo ni mo say na Chief Justice no Chief Justice ne determine the friend prima facie case no prima facie case no an so be kan your petition no cause to asuma na cause to asuma na just mo create committee na so no mo say mo person mo prevent Chief Justice no say ma na nye eno nti no omo the case na ba and omo main Chief Justice no Attorney General. First of all, Attorney General here omo can asem me mpo minim de nti omo the Attorney General can case no a friend is saying, me young puppet master. Tell me, dear, menene or no crap me ache. And they did not count as on the Okobama opposition team. And then never any own gun or a boss in Nakaho. I go for beside the point. I go for a dummy. That for me, that's beside the point. Me, the most important thing is say there are some the crack coin, your cassette petition a content in the in be released in the public. And so to me, because Supreme Court a cassette mama found to public. But
me try no back to us. And your content in am the command ayo man penya no see bi ayira na adam mo share that
content near the command man penya no see bi ayira no bi no kofu dodro na chro yen message yen say omo pese ki release petition no momo yanye but ye cry kan say because of the Supreme Court na kan it yent me release petition no ye ne omo nya dream mom nso yent me release petition no and ye ka to ho nti say no the omo twa mo say ye petition no release no but just the fact say yeah press statements e wo ho and as many will discuss about the reason nti aye the petition nako the content na example yen describe here the akano petition na kasa ni 24 pages and send on the attachments abano obi anyina ho nko kan ni baabi enka ho hwe nkyere obi ano eno na je say omo de omo gina press statement so say public ni nim say de na bankwan de ani je say yembo ntwentwene
na no so no obi bebusa say ene say omo so de ye omo de aba beto abontin so public no so nim nti no omo so de ne betumi agina so aba ato atwene ana
na say efuo mu ho de ye de epe o ye de epe nti no as far as I'm concerned, you know, I mean, I think the most important thing is that we knew say gymnastics need to be brave, and we're preparing for some of these things. I mean, I did a petition to be free more. We already knew say, you know, things like that, things are going to happen. And so our expectations is that we're going to see more things, you know, but. The most important is the NSA Ghana for so the extra Ghana for no be so you now to say we are fire me who say David and Goliath near akono
one David na one Goliath no
na yeah wa he you know mobro wafo aye ni hwie ye ni takui na electoral commission no omo de electoral commission na nkasa wo wakoya de bone wa mu as one individual no wo the electoral commission no etua abansika etua lawyer so be ku against yen
let us oh the mama say Goliath for ni bi ka we hu am say Tobias ne Sambalat ni we mu ka hu
na ebi no mo de ebi no mo de V8 na soldier for di omachi no wo hwe mo say David
na just say meeting na say lawyer na just say who na oye David no Cambridge University graduate who na oye David no
enya me kwa ni David no Ghana for tie echi nyina ye David na ye de ayi
freedom fighters can ho Dr. Remu nyina ka ho
mu nyina ye ka ho ne ya ye ni wi na ye bu yen ye yasem ye ka asem mo tianka ye esu afrebe 1 year ni ka ye nya Ghana ne ye nya hu bibi nti ye na ye mfin ye mobro wa no ye ni David na chese ye ko akon na chese ayi Goliath ne ye gwa hye Goliath na mo de abansika na chese mo de oppressing ye wo ye man mu aye tua tax ne mo di di oppressing nti ye de se momo 22 cedi ne ye bebo abo aho de akoye de ne de ka akon no mo ye be sire mo nzo mo mbo kakra na je say lawyer for the same way say no de ka be 150,000 cedis no meje nti we de say de sire wa 150,000 no de so na je ye nyina ye ntwetua o lorry fare ye ntwetua filing fee ye ntwetua we kakra na je say de beba bia na je say wotumi akoye assemina mine. And only a bit me, na dem be near way. You know, so
not just say me tie we party, and just offer had one. That principle of law be no I can say law when it is created that conscience come alive. No, Momo the end the same the about tomb from me, mo the crowd the young born to grant ye see ne a attorney general ne a friend is saying a CJ. And then so much the is also on some kind. Into muso cry no okay kind one from him.
Media, the no share media no na me hu America. Na no mpo no normally no file case be say now there were two things I saw here. There were one way a rate. Now rate no now the statement of case I can home. Rate no the a chere ni awope. Say ye ma. Statement of case no eye nia wugina so a wo hwehwe de ya wo hwehwe then na wo then ni wo arguments no nyina na say wo kama ye hu. And no de omunya mfa nko ya na say menye hu ye. Oh, media no bebia. But in Mremu no more 14 days. Oh, may media no beko. Now read process no it can take a long time. Me sure the mo omunim so munim waye no the mo ped so mo baye no so be delay na ko. I don't know person mo ye. Na Ghana no delay no I mean obi asempo anko MPB ayi na yesi enyi ne kwan papa so. Kra no timiti na bedwemu for 4 years. You know, parliament for 4 years, man. The term years and a court, no, because you know, election and year, the on the buffer on the win year. Sabi, I don't know, person we are not just a case, no matter that's what chedia and there. Maybe that's their real purpose. So, I mean, assurance, you know, more dear, minimum, but your many assurance, and if you say, would you often say now, you say, dear, something about what to with the other one, or minimum, or engineer.
I mean, really, a portion of a media press release now the bio say the EC chair and her deputies are seeking reliefs, sending a work one of which is in order of perpetual injunction placed on the Chief Justice Kwesi Enim-Yeboah from determining, dealing, or having anything to do in any manner whatsoever, and or whatsoever with any issues arising out of the content of petitioner's petition or at all. Lawyer, Cherichi Mukakra, the Ombeso Muchele.
The Ombeso Muchele say, and that's some great mystery.
Yeah, the work of court too. Into Yemushu.
Only Miss Roko that get my bida. Yes, reading. Now, the more person which they say, some go D and now, ye more any petition, a corner. From now till Afebo, Mema court, yam poor some lungu, not just say forever and ever, no, be a domingo hemu, and fasungo ye electoral commission chair, no any deputies, no that. We as some way at Dotsu. We can as them, or you can as a animal farm. As them we to assume. Say, yeah, release a press statement. Say, but I inform me Ghana for say, oh, yeah, the case be ACO against electoral commission what there. But petition they ain't been released here now because Supreme Court ain't been releasing. Now, wo no what say press statement nintino. Yemo asem nugo. Nanya no nkwa. In some na ye afa ho about the whole issues no. Say yempo ye the bow so before the bow wherever and ever no. Mama yen jina so kra enyi EC chair no. Na we into ye court zipa omuji asem we tumu a. Na mo no democracy pa na motimu no. Eni yempa se na soldier for the credit na mo dada. Omo no mo anim. Yempo constitution ngu na je ye hu soldier for na na yete. Na je ye nkwa na ye anim ye situation. You know, so
this is a lawyer. So me tell you party and Kabaya party and Casam cry no more person which they know. And then the quine swa no name Mama who quine. Now young quasem no young call the merit of a year as someone with yama a year would it smart a fire or my pina kufado. So we a president, they would smart no so on fan comma a year the apex of a year your court. Enti kebeya nka asem no de wo mo kire de nka omo mpe baabi no ema court ni nti omo kra ne yenko eye nsem ni.
So no say first of all, I mean you challenge you say now Maminka will say some of my raising this is not the first time I'll be raising sans same way. I call Supreme Court on more than many issues. In fact, judges yes Maminka will announce case mumpono. Almost Supreme Court said I didn't know show no TV soon who chrono. Into the mama court name shemu and so and you mo and few. Emma court nigga said there be now o yare kakra na ojan yi so jije aponchen say bribe no say e show with TV so ntimo ma nyina so onye yi nti say court ne bet jino mo case so adane omo ano e wo dom of cases no mo ka say there be there okay there emfa ento asum no e bet jina so afa ba bi akoya de foforo dia ene again Ghana for wala the say I mean first of all, no case na more this is not the first time Obi I could try some weapon. Obi I could try pen. Ama yabuegu. There are number of times the Supreme Court abuegu. And no more him say yabuegu pen. In fact, I mean Justin, I mean, no, you're a lawyer. No, I mean, he was the one who argued on matter no in the election petition now, and the court. No. So in your case, is own him, and it's be on hunda. So the real issue is maybe they want to delay the case, and not so many assurances be. I don't know because it really doesn't make any sense.
Of course, you say assurance na him from the be free aba.
That's mean the answer may be no. Me Nigeria be so. Me say no me Nigeria mraso na me de koye. Mo so no mrani ni mu awo. Nti na wo lawyer di be kono. Na dey na wo Nigeria so.
Na me ba no umra no si Nigeria mrano so. But wo Nigeria mrano so. But according to wo no was the EC commissioners was a true and proper interpretation of the Article 46(8) of the 1992 Constitution demands that the content of the petition seeking the removal of the public office must not be published in the media. So
there are two issues here. Remember, two issues here. First of all, Makase, Supreme Court in several cases a whole say assembly release you, they will go ahead and do their job and look into the petition. Right. First one. Second thing, they say, is it true that the content of the petition has been published? So the first one, even if it is true, say a publishing, Supreme Court can't order that say
okay.
So if you're coming back and going against the Marana, and you will not maraso, what did I mention?
The same court to come back.
The same Supreme Court account the same thing. So unless Supreme Court no on so many cases they are holding in a particular way. Unless the Supreme Court no there, and that's a different thing. But as far as I'm concerned, in the Omona in Simaraso, into be named the Omona in Siso. That's all.
Hey, let's just say, it was ya, Master Why, a lawyer, Oliver, and a Chicken Comono, a constitutional lawyer, and I be on Pessia because a lawyer. And so, Wabini pa over UK, I had here, one of the prestigious universities in the world, Aneja or Kobe. Master Bomodiana share video no na enkwechi na nsemo ayedi won komo no anososo ana eni so esoso pa free eye isi wo ochese wesiu eye lawyer face the country conveners in na wo hwemia wo ka ho eye freedom fighters ye nyina nipa 48 wo mo sign krata edekoto eye omampanyi Akufo-Addo anim se sebio ya ne bobo ye soma no de akoma eye chief justice. Lawyer, Obebusa say entiaba ne sa no a yesi wa na say all the 48 no mo na mo be court na mo response ebe say more planning. What is the next plan?
First of all, no well, the most important is, I mean, you don't, there's only one representative of the class in here. You just need one person to represent the entire class. One person of Brabet TB, court maybe no. I would encourage as many people as possible to go. Now, I ain't a David for one Goliath for no sui and idea. Not just stones kakra near where the stone kakraba, now where the catapult kakraba abeka home. Now just yes, wait me and try to argue the case and do that. I mean, we have been to the Supreme Court before. Since the country demonstration, so if we hadn't gone to the Supreme Court and won in the Supreme Court, yeah, we decided to go high court because we go winning against the Attorney General. No, so we have been there before, and we will prepare our case as much as we can. Now, as long as we continue to have the support of the people, we so media, I'm hoping that people need to enjoy these things. What you say?
Yeah.
Because if we enjoy these things now, and yet, because Ghana one share be more BP. Into no man we say into the moment Ghana be there be just fight your fight. Forget the noise. Focus on your objective and the job I say here. The ADC and you say we want to hold this democracy to account. What you say? Into no. But okay, let them do what they want to do. No say they and we fight the case in court. Where they want, if they want to throw it out, let them throw it out. And I say I done a church Ghana for no. So that's our job. You know.
Lawyer, wait there. I'm say you cheat any be the assembly aba. Or they be aka say ye din komo say ya na ehun be hia say ye nuanom a mo hwe ye free no wo mo so benya entiase we yen komo na ye di nim because TCA no wo church constitution nim senia e bi mafa eye Bible ene a friend is saying eye Quran na mo church mu no enti wo church mu obi busa say Attorney General no kra na si esiwa no dey so no do ya ban lawyer e den na ono so yesiu no ka
me so I say me be say me hunka kra say ada nti omo dey Attorney General na ka ho so mo see me esiu the Chief Justice na ka ho omo the Attorney General na ka ho. I don't know why. No Supreme Court can't was Chief Justice now straight be Chief Justice no. And you be for now Attorney General no Chief Justice ni lawyer. You know, so that's the first thing. I mean, we honestly don't understand why. You know, minimum lawyers ni discuss it. Someone survey. You know, see ever discuss it. I mean, see ever discussing ni ever court. First of all, no. Yes, you go be sir. The lawyer for an objection. So we raise the point of law and also preliminary objection. And when I say also be yes, bisa na be bisa say na enyim be ade na mo the Attorney General na kan ho obey den. Because in cases be say yeah, nkofo be try to make the proper thing by Ghana no na mo the Attorney General na kan ho. No Attorney General ni mom e de akotro statement bi a eka nkofo no mo usi ono anu ho no so aka ho ni bi ho. I just say odi case ni bi abo omo. So if it is say omoma aban any chance say ono be try argument di bi abo ankrofo no dia then I hu hia kreso be sue no ene nko kan wa bonte na just say gene on try argument na ma na wa be file as na we dey to so ene dia I don't want them but officially he's not required to be on the record. And so I don't understand why he has been added and would I think we'll question that. Yeah, it drew her. Every question since I didn't know I'm gonna explain it to court no. Because if we leave be anywhere and that's what we'll be we need to understand ourselves and so yeah.
Now what people say say we nyina akra no yakwa yet said the Charlotte or said no. Is there any similarities with that part? This modi Charlotte, they are quite fast. Why you free abe?
Charlotte, they enough say for instance, no. It doesn't appear to me say no, especially the no craft first of all, no. Now a Eugene cry your press conference cry on one discuss in the media. President and you know, I don't know. I honestly don't know how they did not even mention that because they know that's not an issue, I think. But the most important thing is there's a difference between this case and the Charlotte Osei case for two reasons. First of all, in the Charlotte Osei case, the Subuomo the Bono had nothing to do with the performance of the core functions of the Electoral Commission. Electoral Commission, Juman say obey the organize the elections, my boy.
Yeah.
And the performance of that election, nobody came to say 1 year Jumani. The Omedico born and say, you know, Charlotte's case, no, there was a contract B. Some people went to do some contract B. And we hear na to say Wagadrin and Kofubinya as her contract. No, I know who has no senior coin, and she renegotiated the contract with some other people and saved the state a buying no Ghana no 20 million cedis on the contract. And no, one of the things of Mujina so echo petition here. Second thing Mujina so say Tabo in Becky by no Charlotte or say no person share Charlotte say na Charlotte and Kushiano. So it shows that you're arrogant. And only one of the Subo on born, so you're arrogant, you know. Now, in fact, Tabo in Becky Nika tweety picture. Ukusha Charlotte so tweety picture on any kusha. So your case no your petty, sir. What's your say? Say be you know, a bit more what kind of opposition. Tamans and a bit more buying so what kind of oppositions that on bezo mo ye electoral commission no hook or crook no mo pe kwanzu ye no. Yeah. I don't need to because the electoral commissioner we are or a Mampenny Nanado Nana by appointing new one. The idea, you found only the baby elect and yasem. The here and they said, yeah, the Juma show on sa, and I said the 2 mawa, not just a why and then why you Jumani. And one year new and only a deco, yet in the election job now you have a year can say you had only one job and it's about organizing election. I don't know when you want to get idea. I don't need a so recall. But in seminar, the conduct and the whole circumstances na ye so ebisano all that no you family too. What you say? So just said the petition concerns this issue. Sa issue nankasa the public domain more than him. There's nothing in our you know we are talking about now which is not already in the public domain. But the content of the petition no, is that has never been in the public domain. In fact, your very journalists be reaching out to us. Your response to them and they say, but the Supreme Court say pay in the intimate family. No one, and if need be, we can subpoena them to come on the stand and have them questioned on that basis. You know, so yes, as far as we are concerned, the difference in the case, and say this is a bit more substantial because this is a breach of the Constitution. Bakuna is a breach of Constitution.
It's the Bakuna has to do with public procurement and sense.
Yes.
And the Ebomodia a free Akunya so. Now, lawyer, Mebao, do you have any hope, say, Emrano Ebeyejuma? Ama Yunianomoa, Omo, a between East in a free Akunya so. Now Yunianomo Sancho Kofi, Akmafu, the lobby, Professor Azar, and Dr. Ren, Yunian to say the cardinal sin. Idea democracy no say akoto abani nuan mu bi so any representative parliament na no meti see you be a friend Richard okasama first na owo the Dankwa Institute no CCM say I stand to be corrected office of the president I think South for the asem crowd the nyansem bia because South for no ankasa no one monokra no omo representative near president. You know, they are being represented. I mean, what it is answer no. Na me we be so. I
saw the tag me wom. A Metro TV we no kokan you know. Na Mirel kakra to be honest. Mirel pass the extent and credi any your politics no. Obitimi kokan sa same way no. Na te say asem we kokan ye to asum. First of all, we are talking about the people's right to elect their representative in parliament. Obiawo right obetimi I get a chance to be represented by their own MP or parliament. Then they can say represented by the president. Naga parliament ni bungu na den kra no. Skadodo e waste go parliament no kra do so. Yen fa ni nyina nko na o mampanyin represent yen nyina. So this whole idea, say Asemiaba, and we know that mistakes have been made. More highest officials in this country can say mistakes. Okrom, Ghana. No, so. Now we do and you were somebody who was it Dankwa Institute. Moana Mosia say we are standing for democracy. Ni wine. Now we go ahead. DBC say office of the president. Said Dankwa Institute, the any office of the president in the one corridor to the other. You deny him money na another Dankwa Institute na you know omodi say another. Oma buying also. That's why you can go and say something like, say the people of Salah being represented by the president. I mean, I thought it was a bit irresponsible and very dishonest, you know. But these are the things that you say is a son war. You know, these are the things we want to change. And then they're treating you for arguing, you know, because at the end of the day, no, Sal for no, or saying in the office of the president, Baku creating our office of the president. We don't know a lot of them. A lot of them are below the poverty line. We are not just a Yabekano, not just a Yakimi Gum, na president, representing baby for president, you know. So Babena go see parliament, or argue a Mancroft, or a member of parliament. The Ben, the president, no call. In fact, president's appointee or yet attorney general, or call the vetting, cry, you can't sell once them no. I share boss, obey who baby. Basically, and no, then why you have home. So how are they being represented by their president?
Now, lawyer, wait there. Me percent ye call a yetroka kakra na yetroka sa. A man for me brain was to say some way. And ya dia, you bet me dia di yenuanom e wo ye friend is saying and crimantim ana upper east ana upper west ana tamale ana yenuanom e wo asantimantim ana enzima se abakwakoto aba na menhyiafo ye se momo konkoto aba. Ususu say nke betumi ebetumi bibisa betumi esi wo Ghana wo mo free menhia ana wo mo free secondary takrade ana se ebia Bolly Bamboy ebekwakoto aba na ebia ya mo man to be. Ususu say sasem no nke betumi jama naka.
Something say no Matisen Krofoka. And the very fact say Krofoka acting can asem way about Ghana no should tell you a lot about country na ye creating democracy ye creating. Say ebinum feel say ebinum ye Ghana for see ebinum. Sasem to keta and ye moso. And I say ye sign the kitten no. It doesn't give the feeling say you know mind ye dear. You know, and yesema, you know, and for baby I feel Ghana. Oti I say ma who grew. I say to me be someone said then I may ya found say the meaning no more Ghana no would not feel say Ghana no dear. And that's why we all don't feel represented by the country on the same level. Because to be honest, I do not see that. I first of all, my nan who say it is possible in this country, say a day before election, the Electoral Commission will catch for some to Abania. And you be down a right to be represented in parliament. Jerry Rollins are accusing of wine pono, crabbing see nabreso pain. Not once. Or even in the military era, crano, ye new regional secretary for wine. I got the region where the Amunfa as a monko da. Amukran bida. So how much more after 30 years of our democracy? Ne bin mu yetimi ya diwe. Na enyese esinimpo no nkwano. Ni ye ni efri so omampanyin kan wasem da. How? Ono an we constitutional lawyer. Or see he fought for human rights in Hokro and more suda. In the same way na ye pre I koye demonstration na Gofredami in Hokro no they went to court. Omampanyin kan went to court in MPP versus IGP for the right to demonstrate. You want them. No one be home to oppress us. They are then. Are you really somebody who was committed to these things? And I say, "Kwana na ordering." In time, me say me mami na yin crying go see lolobini lipe na isa akpafu na sa ma yehu bibi. Omo ye Ghana for nkwan de. We will fight for them. Ejurafo ye Ghana for nkwan de. We will fight for them. Kaka minshia ne da ne yin komokra. We are fighting for him. That is what shows that we are all committed and believe say we have a right to be Ghanaians.
Now, not just a lawyer, so me tell you, Emma young didn't say Abia semi free framantimwa. Ana se bibi to framantim for nkwa na esamika. Ana mi fra santimantim ana se mi free ye norfa. Men twan se bibi to north ansa na makasa. Na emom no yenye ne se me ye kusasi ni me yenzmani ba se bibi to yenua ye nkrani a membie ma no na menka. Na eye wo man ba ko ana ye chichire. Enu nti na wo ye
Absolutely. Now we share a Kwame Nkrumah right to independence in the first cabinet now. Nkrumah yenzimeni. Bedema no ene 2IC. Igbeni. Krobo Edu say Santini. So this is a collection of people from all over the country. What you say? Mobaye okunje Ghana no. Enye bakofo na konye.
And then so and then so crowd mean tree and free topic I didn't come away. Wakwakofa bedema asema be no bi kura say ye na big says if we akofa nkofo bi din e do ma be shem akofa akufo ado papa din ani akwakofa aye JB dankwa akofa kenoforiata papa din e shemu amafo so say big says so de nanka wo mo kwan na bedema mo wa here.
Big says no, we knew from the very beginning it was a myth. Eyi Nkrumah fees when I say omo push share textbook ni ma by all means. Na omo konje magat na fo no. Ade ne say man ni mu ana. When the Makola women do omo sika ekọ in the independence struggle.
Jeje ashamo. Na just ye nuanu jeje ashamo. Wo hwe eye cooperative mo. Wo hwe e friend say eye
no. These are the people who fought for the country. I can't independence a year, I would say big six. That's a myth. And only a myth, complete myth. I create a story, CBA church. No, the people who fought for independence, the real fought for independence, no. Our independence again, if Bedema had not insisted to register Nkrumah for MP and campaign a man, no, one time Nkrumah, prison. Or no crack, Bedema no crack jail, no election. Last minute, no go filing the candidacy. Last minute. Now, campaign no wakra. These are the people who fought for independence for Ghana. Yeah, the story is near because you can know some ways be now. Not just say a no. The struggle for independence goes beyond that. In some form, the one artist are no more odi Nkrumah. So I beg you. That story now, you're trying to say Ghana, the face of Ghana, the struggle of independence. A man in a film, and all the women have disappeared from the face of the, and no crack on that till this day. Now, your leadership, no, next is a member of leadership, nafa. A bright man, a kunji, independence, no, a more finance our independence struggle. No,
not just say, ye tiu crowd, and not just say, Ghana, no, dear baby, about do there. Ye de atrone na da na ye to kroni so na ye die chire ye busebusa ususu se ye busebusa questions intina ayese will be asori anopa na waboni trim na je say ye suro se be busa question because okobusa amanfo bi so anwe na abecho na abebo utuo and the people are afraid.
One of the cases I would have time for it. I'm be kono crowd na ye airport no mposo. The airport na ewo Kotokari din mu no.
No. Then the why there.
Maminken we. The NPP went to the Supreme Court. And I'm say 31st December na ye celebrating no public events no. And the 1992 constitution mama yen celebrate bio. I'm a Supreme Court ni omo ye adwen say coup maker de yen celebrate no. Kotokari no ye den.
Ono susu omosu ye coup maker fo a. Well, no sooner you can teach a free farmer. Okay.
Until no say, yeah, 31st December, no crayon celebrate. I didn't know. Yeah, airport, I had a cobano, or no, any dinner so. Salifu Dagati. Oh, yeah. Policeman officer. Anka, cooperative, airbo, cooperative, airbo, airbo, Nkrumah to go no. I order no Mujia or no. These are the people we need to have. If they independent, the airport celebrate or more and celebrate or more. These are the people we have written out of our history. There's nobody in this country ever who has laid down his life in the protection of a constitutionally elected president. Nobody.
No, so no crowd you can't start a voter, no crowd, you see a money be crying, yes, a tunnel.
Your man was female style voter, your man no till this day. So no, that's something they be American. This is not the first time I've talked about. I've written about it, Sebria, they be American that nobody who has laid down their life in the protection of a president, this person has not been honored to this day. So no, they can't even need to so. Then you could make it.
No, just say, me tell the Operation Guitar Boys, yeah. One would a code name by 1967. I could to come over by your mobile two abide there. Let us say Caputucano crowd here where you're bad local.
Dr. Ren, I wounded doctor. Freedom fighters, na mukan no fighters, mukan freedom fighting. The freedom fighters, na see nyamunti asini na holistically because it goes a long way. It's a big name, freedom fighters. So when we are fighting for freedom, then we must go back into history and recognize the efforts of those who laid down their lives for that freedom. Exactly. And you know, say Mobi Sam say, Adam Mikotro say, you know, may Bompire ma Burkina Faso young people boys not going cool no. So why am I praying for them? Let me see. 1948 riots. I wish them well to today. Those are the people who stood up and fought. Your independence would not have been possible, but for that single incident of the 1948 incident, the crossroads shootings, and then the riots. Why? Because when those incidents happened, the British then formed the committee. I want for me committee, immediately. And because we need a new constitution. That constitution, no more for me. After that, that led the way for us to get independence in just a few years.
And they said 1948 Accra riots, and Jina Swa and Mass and your and then
yes, that's when that was set up events in motion that for us to have a friend is a leader of government business or for your African.
But for that, after 1946, and now Kwame Nkrumah so UK and also prepare say whatever Krum our taste the same way.
Yes. So those are the people who made independence possible. Let's take the big six, because I don't want to, because your history has been so distorted. They go for your textbooks and the church will never be good. People want their families and look. Let me ask any Ghanaian, what do you remember in the independence struggle? Say Akufo-Addo, William Akufo-Addo. I'm not talking about this president. Oh yeah. What do you remember? So yeah.
Media men country, the media men said 1957 no crown Akufo-Addo equal or president, His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo in 1957. They know I independence, not na play more about a UK, what any papa no ebusian for.
Okay. So how did he end up as part of the Big Six? He was Chief Justice. When Nkrumah was overthrown, they made him president. That's when this myth of the Big Six and now they have made it sound it's not true. One person should tell me exactly what role he played in the struggle for independence. Again, in some way, and when you're talking about it, people just say, oh, NDC, NPP, politics, wine. Let's put all that aside. Let's learn. Let's go to our history and learn. But again, I'm not going to litigate. Important to me is when young people in this country take back the country now, and the Salif Udagati, Cooperative Ne Ajetemu, and all the Makula market women, those are the people whose statues will be seen across the country.
That ni kwabna boni the third mo.
Would make them a big part of our history, because those are the people who fought for our independence. In fact, on the day the Prime Minister moved the motion for Ghana's independence, the whole opposition bench walked out of Parliament because they didn't move for independent motion.
The whole of
the Hansels of our yes, the opposition bench, the entirety of the opposition bench walked out of Parliament on an event as the most important event in the nation's life, which is our independence. Ghana independence. Why do you think
opposition for the new patriotic party? No, woman are walking out of the parliament, and I the almost woman big says they fought for the Ghana.
I mean, I don't want to bring it to the MVP. We wouldn't buy MVP there and say,
oh, it's the fact. Well, the fact
well, I mean, they do the Bank tradition, yes, but the fact is that historically, all of this is a myth. All of this is a myth. You know, so these are things which we must avert our minds to and talk about critically.
Hey, let's just say, Usha, Theodora Taylor, no, Chesson, let's just say, Ubesi, and Komo, where the Busia for, enter your because himself lawyer there, you be Jan Quana. What on them? Come on, I had it. And come away a month for any questions be brave. And Musa, Musa, say, I don't know, women fighting for amendment of the constitution. Now, per se, yes, a constitution. The crime is watch the Muda, but one of our chapters for
no, it's a question at Taiba. I mean, I think a event was Suda. But maybe Makase, for me, you know, I'm not opposed to amendments generally. The reason why I'm not opposed to amendments is that amendment is supposed to change something, Meboa.
Yeah.
But the way I want people to show me how do we do those amendments.
Okay.
That's all I say. Because McCann say Constitution Review Commission, Constitution, they came out with 211 constitutional amendments. Okay. When we finished, we wrote 2 bills. One for entrenched provision, one for non-entrenched. I see 2 bills per. And we wanted to kickstart the process. The Attorney General said, no, each change must have its own amendment bill and go through its own process. Now, on the average, it takes about 3 years for one constitutional amendment bill to pass through the process. Okay. If we are to agree with that view, say, it means it's at 211 now. Even new issues are banned. And it will take 633 years to push through all those 211 amendments. It's that feasible. The constitution, Kenya, they wrote an entirely new constitution and adopted it and said, this one will replace the old one. I said, finish. The can say, for constitution, amendments one, then present it as a new document. Because to go through the amendment route no more can, it means that we say 600 years. What was that time? And the issues near can only mean say voting age or not a presidential election age, from 40. No, what is so say. As long as you're eligible voter, say 18-year-old person to me back Ghana, no to be convincing all eligible 50 plus 1 voters. No more voting of 18-year-old way. Then the person is competent to lead the country. So remove that age restriction. No. Now, if they go through with this, you better 3 years. Near baby year, no. Near before Article 71, you see kana mood, Muni. Near baby year, no. Near say president. Because we don't know appointing the Debiano. Na baby, maybe do 9 years. Yes, I didn't know president can't pay tax. Yeah, be fair, no. I didn't know president. You be trying you just say you didn't way war. You saw you didn't mean call. Your friend said you didn't mean finding court. Obi has some Oliver history lessons. Go bring matter. But your history ni there. Into your person you be cano. You know why you did. Not just assume why you did. No why is that because you're politicizing no. So. You just read and just shake your head and say, okay, and you move. So it's about the process. And the make Ghana for say, DBA can change, or more person by your share, no because I didn't among amendment. Now, the amendment, why haven't you done what you think is the right one? But this is and I Ghana for do not constitution, a bit what can and Obia see this job I hear Obia want the strength.
Yeah, that's so true.
What I see, the strength in here relying on all of us, our strength and pushing this together. And you can say, you Ghana for one poll recently, no. 86% say Ghana for some constitution either. They have not seen the constitutional document.
And so you Bible.
Yeah, not talking about reading it, Impo. So one kind of you can say what do you want to say? Say some can say a watch I said then create me changing no, it me amend no, mama ain't for new. You see, you don't know why we are saying this, and it's only because it would they will lock you up in a system which will not work. They know this. They know that they need you to get to believe say changing a cannot will not work. They want you to create say an absurd idea. And so you can say, CDD has published a paper where they are saying, say, almost for the change, because when they are looking at the issues, the only way forward is a new constitution. CDD said it. In fact, they themselves have been saying this from the beginning. The MPP, for instance, when they adopted a new constitution, contemplated boycotting the process and said they want the first opportunity, they'll put a new one in place. They called the constitution a working illegality.
When they were in opposition.
Yes. So what has changed? And then you can't afford you can't not just someone they must say any will be a cancer in the end. I'm Mungo amende. Me they said they made room my bre. Okay, amende. It's been 12 years since the Constitution Review Commission. Amendment no me a year. It will look up the process. Omunim say be look up process. In the you don't change, no Mungo ye. Me they said okay, munye change na munye. But they say Mungo be some no munye amendment in here. They intentionally do these things to confuse Ghanaians.
Ghana force the check na ya bemubu and check na ya give
no press statement and say no. No. Yes, you see what check be what dream.
Hey, I just said lawyer I'm for say now be was 86% of Ghanaians haven't seen the constitution before. And so you square say your friend is saying Bible near the King John 3:16, John 10:10. The thief cometh not to steal, but to kill and to destroy. No crowd will be say quotation or the man aban bi or wasu. Lawyer, enti we there ne kra me jam wakono. Yes we Goliath. So person ogine samba. Omo mutis way. Do you think sir there is any hope in this particular government? Say Emrano Bayer.
You know, Ayana, I had an interview with somebody and Nobi Sam said a lot of the times when I write, and I said I'm always create a sense of belief that something will change.
Yes.
I'm always like that. Why? And then I'm Bisame who said everything else is lost in this country. The only thing we have is hope. The only thing that would get us to fight, to challenge the system. Say the hope of a better tomorrow. So if we don't have hope, then what else? If we don't
keeps going.
If it is not the hope, then what else? Because they say they don't want to bubua pasa. Don't want to Ghana you. Say. So so that's it. We give up. That was the meaning of the national anthem. And we had Black Stars keke. What is the meaning of it? Our national anthem is a call to hope, in the belief that justice awaits us. So maybe at the end of the day, I can do nothing but hope and believe in. And when something like this happens, we talk about it, we understand it, and we move on to the next thing. It doesn't stop us. You need to hope like I feel the country may do pepe. So the very first time I can say demonstration, I'm saying, the more they challenge us, the more we fight it. That's it. But I said one thing. Imagine the number of people who were in slavery. Okay? And there were certain people now. When the people were standing up against the institution of slavery, why? At the end of the day, they all died. But today, who does history remember? It's those who fought for the liberation of themselves and their fellow citizens. You know 6 feet under the you know say who kwan German no ebinim bedi here.
Yeah.
Into what do you have to lose? Me no. I would die. Yes, that's it. Now we've shown an idea and an ideal of a better Ghana, of a Ghana that people can look to and say that people lay down their energies and their lives for. This is what your only calling is. You sketch you that thing. Yeah, where we be. And so then what? Is that the whole purpose of this life? You know? So I know the things we chase. I know the things that, but for me, we have to evaluate our principles and the things that matter to us. It is the belief that when I look at certain countries, the vast majority of citizens are able to afford healthcare. In the US and other places, echo overdose or in Robonekra, Abainekra still comes to get them, take them to rehabilitation centers, and nipa ho abadaye nyano. That we need to always continue to fight in the path of righteousness. I mean, angels be crying free so and who beautiful girls and you want to but he came and lied down. But it wasn't that it was easy for him in his flesh. And no say, he said it. Even he, Christ, said it. So why do we think this fight is going to be easy? Then you get to comedies when you baby my abemebu. Into me say no, what I'm doing tomorrow become be if I'm working at Ghana, no be bombing. Na me Tom baby na me wua. The biggest disgrace to me is that the legacy and what we are trying to build will fail. That it must encourage more people to fight so that tomorrow's generation would not go through what we have gone through and seen our parents go through. That's all. That's the only thing I ask for. So this is my purpose and my dedication in life. That's it. You know?
Lawyer, when you maybe chat to no be say laws bring definition. Na you share the Ghana and air causeway. Na you share somewhere ACA. Na you share the way a society no anka CCC wom. Man for be no too many share the West African countries and Obetina Ku Mali, Obetina Ku Burkina, Obetina Ku Guinea. And the parliament to cry the Aquina friends a majority chief whip my friend or another cry. Yeah, they face the country nearby a crowd would D at them. And then they also say we are parliament crowd be a crash. I saw more invite a year a soldier phone said Womba now Omobetina abide soon. Do you see say Boba towards that direction?
You know, I know say a lot of people who are oppressed are looking for salvation somewhere. I know say for a lot of people, no, you've become so tired of democracy now, it doesn't listen to us. But this is what is going to happen. So say no, first of all, people's revolution. So we are Ghana for we are not angry enough. Before we will ever get there, no, what we don't understand is say we will pay the price first. Because his first thought he said, attack MP and answer Speaker of Parliament. Wow, so this are the society, the violence levels would rise first among us. And when the violence levels rise, we'll call on them to send their own soldiers to come and kill us, to kill our brothers and siblings. Now, because of unemployment and incident, crime is gone up, and we would encourage them and enchant them and would say that they are doing the work, but we don't realize that they've killed us from the beginning by taking away our opportunities and job and lives, and we would encourage these things. And so we are coming to bear that brand ourselves for a very long time, and they would be shielded from it. So it will take a very long time. You know? Now, soldiers now in the military now, I don't see it happening in Ghana's military. I do not see it. The reason why I don't see it is that, first of all, the top brass of the military, we are paying them, and we are paying them well. Okay, so see, I know almost we allow them to cut their own deals. And you know, that is some of the military soldiers want to be eco protected. Galamsey, if we no be bush, and to try own deals in some words. It's working for them. They are chopping.
So them belly full.
Belly full, no day. So why woke up? I don't know who did that. Then be that how they're not concerned. They're not going to jeopardize that. Waku wo mukra na odwen kakra bia. I mean, they'll rather sacrifice him and give him up than say they will join him in this struggle. 2, the younger military, which is the junior ranks, and this is Jeremiah Bresso. Right now, a lot of them have become partisan. That's the first thing. Jeremiah Bresso, there was no political party. So all your grievances were against the military. So it was easier then.
Yeah.
So the ability to mobilize the younger people is lower. Thirdly, they have organized the military now in a way that makes the coup difficult. Access to weapons and things like that. It becomes really difficult for that to happen now. So to be honest, I know it's people look at it. Oh, Nanda Bena, the chances of it happening are very low, unfortunately. That's why we have to fight. Finally, the state at which the technology is, and the kind of technology that our government has procured and put under the Ministry of National Security, which allows them to read anybody's text messages and WhatsApp messages as much as they can, without any court order. I need the Muslim and more democracy. On rise about number 2. Not just what kind of democracy is in a more UK as a democracy.
No privacy to your. I mean,
no, you don't have any privacy. They use it to check on parliamentarians. They use it to check on opposition candidates. So they're already doing that. And you can Google Pegasus. 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 Toby. So they're already doing that. So Osha, all the people they have arrested at least 2 different or 3 different people on suspicions of coup. Because we're doing one, just the kind in your message in arrest. Now you arrest you. We are there soon on WhatsApp messages. So maybe all the cases have been brought on the basis of WhatsApp messages. So the ability to mobilize within the army, that it doesn't exist. So I don't think people should look at that. It's a pipe dream. The real thing is really fighting within the system now. Maybe not people's revolution. Maybe the people will gather themselves, say they see what Egypt and Sudan. Near Begu, Accra, 1 million citizens. That for 3 months. That we can bring a government down. Absolutely, yes. I think we can do that. But that's the one now. Gonna forward one from about a year crowd. Maybe and so yet make demonstration and people are prior. And so Moko Aqua Abam and more people have died in our elections than people have died in demonstrations. And so who knows?
Lawyer, yes, I come more about 1 or 2 questions. We wrap it up in my market because we say Umreno. We're free a freedom fighter. One of our executive members on also USA, Dan Swabia, President Tafreno. Also, lawyer, how can we make the constitution more convenient for ordinary Ghanaians to know their basic rights?
So, on the very good question, on the 7th of January, any freedom fighters a Constitution Day event from an hour to 9 p.m. And collectively, with what we did on Twitter and so the number of people who have streamed these things or in the comments collectively in Itrimo, it's over 300,000 people. Okay, it shows you the level of appetite for constitutional education in the country. So we had before that reached out to the national NCC, say, it come on constitution, more video, short videos, more explaining constitution, more tree, more and a casahudromu. You bit me a church from Kofana 30 years, me, Omunibi.
Omunibi power, Omunibi power, and Omunibi. Anka I be quiet. Call up so crampan keep to me. Abo up be.
Debbie.
Now me
So that's a demand. We need to raise the funding to do. Yeah, but no, to send their old days now. We are screening. We video and singing. I'm going to be trying to be. Yeah, explain
the life of Christ.
Exactly. And don't be near. We are looking into get a projector for that.
And then say lawyer. They are not freedom fighters. I can say. A few way na afatu ya so say enti enkofo kwa wo USA kwa say nkom be ye video documentary afa ho how ebetumi a church na amanfo kra aka say bia mremu no e mai ho kwan ebetumi aye entumi
absolutely ebetumi aye. So because here say a be enkofo anywhere democracy no ho there and these are the things we need to be able to empower them. Easy petition ya yedi koinu example of things we can do as the engineer ya train political party bia ya anya yi bia obi na send is kabi ene muso munji 120 cedi na mo fam mo choro wi a na mo print it. That's all it is. We are yedi ya honi boom to take the things forward.
Yo lawyer we there say asemo a work na bia ye nu be say let it sink in. It will take 3 years to amend one part of the constitution, which literally means if there are 211 flawed parts of our constitution, it will take 633 years to amend our current constitution. My fellow Ghanaians, who do you think this will benefit? That's our time to cry the near maybe an Jesus Christ to cry. Say baby finally, lawyer, and the media fix the country for freedom fighters. You could you know. A man for be self fix the country need freedom fighters. No, I quite say we have permission be answer what join and now we here what you church because I think say a lot of people get a bit confused.
We don't your membership card, any application form, and answer bibia a juma na ya 2 year ho abesi ho a ye che say ye ho adwuma wa wo beboa yen wa wo ye yi ni nyina wa wo can be wo pagya ho na wo ye onyama bebre no meba so obi a kire say Bible no ka ye translating into tree in tempara and the constitution basically ye ni translated versions of our constitution so there be a call a year na ya pagya Bible no na che say ye ka call yi krampo a Sierra Leone because Sierra Leone church na Bible no ka ye kan no wo pidgin na him papa God say pidgin make can be what as the same
then they said you can John
na Bible na nyina ya translate constitution e di bu o man na e ma yi akonfo form ho di ye translate ma hu 30 years ade
but I'm confused say yes yes a constitution the other never spending money to translate it
first of all no before a lot of people can understand the fight and the struggle, no, they need to understand what the issue is.
Yes.
Because the more the people know, the more it will fast track the calendar for bringing a new constitution in place. And it would make them much more vigilant for the content of the new constitution. Because they be America say, they be out team as a man, they be American new constitution and why we must make that happen. No? We have given a number of ideas. My interviews, I have ideas of certain things that we must reform. But the bigger project, I'm backing on, and if we have the funding to do, is to do what we call the People's Constitution, and write our own constitutional document as an example. And that would entail the people we are going to engage understand the conversation, and we have the conversation one-on-one. Why when you say me say and the way in which I want us to have this conversation,
yes,
because I want us to all feel said. You know, or money a year, and you've been the best explain on my natural.
Big sex if we be never church.
So that's what I am interested in, you know. So that's the project. But you feel the country freedom fighters as my yeki. The demonstration. I think so all of them consider themselves as fix the country people. In fact, okay, maybe a chill if your domo name become younger brother can hold.
Yeah.
A lot of the people who had come to the court, me who am sure mother. When the thing happened and they were arrested, what did we say? We said 15 convenience of Fix the Country had been arrested.
Yeah.
Because they are all convenience. Anybody who shows up and steps up, it's a convenience for Fix the Country. Because the Fix the Country, it is your doing that makes it happen. On your application form, on your permission, you don't need anything. Major petition, no, I made and wrote 24 pages. I spent my whole day doing that. No. And I asked for people, internet two here, who wants to join. 45 other people joined. What do I say? And because everybody know, also there were one day bet me why no Ghana. Then you call up people. We say, okay, we need to be able to mobilize money to support these people. They need a legal fund. Says a queen, said the Abayipono. If you want to do more of these things, they will need lawyers to be going to court. They need people who are 2 or more. They will have lawyers ready for them. So let's also call people, mobilize funds. They say, okay, we are able to raise $100,000. This is what we are putting into a fund for you. Then the activities near Yeko. These are the things that they know they are Bejim. That's what we're talking about. E-levy town hall meeting on Koyan Kufuridia, a buying Koyan Kufuridia Chinano. Your plan is 50 people. You had 50 people by each of the town hall meetings. Now, each of the 50 people, now you say they corner, so that and some of the party phone call we share them on my you post a Sevilla or a platform so no 1,200. 82% said we are against the e-levy. So those voices need to be in the room as well. You see, we are getting people to go to the first one in Kufori Action. You see, be resistka. Scanny be raising Yesika. Yeah, the Yesika be some, but in 1,000, Abuam, Lorry Fair, and who crack home, moment me Kufori Nibi. Or Munda, but the same. We tried that. You raise 80 CD per 1,000 in 80 CDs. It means more my uncle. It be any part to be near me, you know. So we all have to do it, and we have the people who are ready to go. You go from good one in you, man. No, really, in this car.
And then that right when you want to there, more share. Yeah, your best more. Yeah, why hey crowd? Yeah, bro. 300. Your cassie in our crown. You 10 crime. I'm sure it's a bit to me because and we here point with the better him, Tino. Lawyer with the Ayana or number now they are at to comment section. The manager, yet to me a pin in nature, so we bet to me no more share, no. A bit to me up one name, no, a snatch anymore with the and your planned with the lawyer. Main Castle Freedom Fighters, Nani Aja to Name show no sooner, Mr. Lawyer say need you more on fun and number 2. Now you animal a bit to me. Where do we go to contribute, lawyer? Question a man for Ebusa.
My main fact, Momo number into
Joe. Lawyer, the Momo number, but to know a penny atwa. Nidin any Momo number in Black Mokobi. We are framing. If you know, I say a man for, I say I can do $50 now. I ain't noble. Lawyer, noble,
Yamin Shamu, why? Yeah, we tried. I mean, we come to discuss that, and then we said, okay, maybe you know, it can't happen. We tried. They're trying to say Benyanko for Takrade, but they're buying new here on tomorrow, and we want to be able to fight it.
Yes,
we have to fight it. We went to Parliament to demonstrate. It's now I left the UK and went there. It's now because we need to fight it.
Yeah.
So we need you know,
and I think to me, I will be so best send 10,000 safer. And you know, I can't Samuel Edasi. More best send this Kenny Edasi. Yet me amoko most people said the youth are what I mean in your break because
represented. I not the Biana Krofokase. I don't know multi party, no, I don't know multi party. But yet party now. These are the things we need to be doing. We need to be able to get into the street. We need to be able to get into these spaces and talk. Because already, you know, your platforms no more no. Media for no friend for and this name people no friend. And this is what kind of party in the name no chireshe. Forget them. You have to be able to build a movement. You know, and we have to be able to do these things collectively. But you know, the ideas is there, the energy is there. But
Mr. Kolina, 50 pounds into minimum say. You show issue there. I'm at Roma with them. Sorry, sir, me cut to with him. Say man for but don't promise and be like the church member or promise I will deliver. We have only tomorrow and the Koforidiano because president and the ministers and the MPs now and I'm sure say more than 30 convoy military in your manual, so these are people needs to be there. I'm a penny number na wo esuno mesre mo akojo opini number no na wo ho no 0 plus 233 555 873 339 ana edino enso na wo Oliver Baker Voma wo enso na wo na obi busa say na the din de no onua ba bi wo ana because the way the sound onua ba ni no be edu Ghana for
yesterday fix the country no menu back it odi mechi he catch him say when she stopped going to my page because I did me here na nkrofo di matem so no mu di matem de bia ni no otimi tina hwa na wasati su e manu bibi so she's unable to follow. Now let me just read for you a message you're sending me 2 days ago.
With the ocean message, I make say more Muslim to me and send money no to me send it through Western Union and say because Edino or to send Western Union crown they can pick it up and then and I say my name say lawyer if there's any other one more to me send it through Momo no.
Your page no so no your GoFundMe ultimate so abroche now person use your credit card and a debit card now send it your cash app for UK and US nyina nso wo ho your PayPal impo nso wo ho all those options exist, so if you like I mean I'm on Facebook to see Medina na wo ho no you can send me a message and we can show you the different avenues I person to me raise the funding for this.
To the bushia for ofa number no save number no na bibinia fa frɛ lawyer nso so de ya me anim no krani oba we publish within say one man sika teku sempo na ewo ho
I say t message na or the send name I say Oliver, have I commended you on the way you react to people who comment on your Facebook post? With respect and an openness to engage. You make the law easy to understand and engage in. In fact, you have set a standard in teaching us all what the issues can be, that issues can be discussed without hurling insults and abuse at each other. This is what I just sent and this is somebody who had said that on to me in time in Facebook Nibium. Because I decided to say, there's no way I would reply your insult. There's no I'll just say thank you. We move on. And this is important because the objective, it's about, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to state my case the way you want to understand. Be an better case, but the other people who are on the sidelines who are watching, who are seeing all this, I didn't go for I don't know why they keep on fighting. Why did they still have hope? Maybe I need to do something. That's not no be friend with Japan guy. Was so okay. Any or he David interview, no, your friend saying, or test our lab or chemist. They need to take time or jai, friend say, how can I support? What can I do? That's the audience we want to reach. You cannot get everybody. In Kuma then you find one abreso, and then they be a can Kuma me. Now Jesus time crying, then I made me wine.
No, Assembly am attack can say me bra pay catch me assembly me old man Tompo Boa White man me na me co school no bi tia so ana nipa na me kan na nipa kono say hear me ti me be fi na me complain am me bra say ja me nim say mo macho man bi wo mabusuem ti me catch na ja wa kwa discipline nipa kono say Yesu Christo krampo ye ya no na wo a wo ti we enti abusia
the most important that are we connecting? Are we waking people up? Are we fighting together? Are we building alliances? Are we? We'll continue to do that. Maybe John are sending 100 CDs. We thank you for that.
Anna will be so sending
Bismarck.
55 pounds. Please check.
Bismarck, I send when you Ghana 460.
Yeah, that's Bismarck. That's Kodonia.
Yes.
Bismarck.
Okay.
Ex-police officer. Sorry. On the cry, I'm a person make assassin.
Fine.
Bismarck.
John has sent it 10. Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's really the Ren, send me your contact details and let's talk. Let's talk. Okay, let's talk anyway. Okay,
Eugene, that's 100. We'll send it to them so they can be able to go.
Obisa, I just sent 3,000 pounds. Solomon Dokenu.
3,000 pounds.
3,000 pounds. I mean, we just said you won't send it 3,000 pounds.
Now, the country
who sent it 3,000 pounds already at the bus? Never call you. It's still regional. That's it. Hey, Solomon, I just said 3,000 pounds. Like you see the way the soldiers will go to Koforia. With the boys, that's why it's you. Big nasty. That is what is seen on Cash App. Is it a big nasty 310? That is what is seen on Cash App.
Debbie, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, but your Cash App, no, yeah. US a dollar sign, no. We have dollar sign fix the country. That's our Cash App. Dollar sign fix the country.
Dollar sign fix the country. Cash App. Dollar sign.
US for. Oh, UK so there and a pound sign. Pound sign. Why in GH fix the country? Pound sign GH fix the country. So
America
that's
GH
dollar sign fix the country. America the GH in Canada. Yeah. So that's it. You know, and as senior any day biano, we the buy you better actually no Excel sheet no for tomorrow's sake. No,
yeah.
Now we say these are the people. Then go you big things be my within can.
Big things what's information no woman ni kroni mu a woman dey gigi woman say woman na 1948 riot ebusia lawyer enti we dey be twa to okra me hu say yem chitafo bebre na ebusa say Ohini David we ebusia fo pon kama kuma antum yem Ohini David Ghana your friend say a police for wo Germany yenim nkofo egugu so a yehwehwe nsem num omu ko ni fie ekoyi enoma bi a chese o ma ko search ni fie kubusebusa na ofa so wono na ye politics wono na ye program for politics ho yedi echire ye wo lawyers nso ye wa kuku damfo nso wo Germany ni UK ye besi bia no nyame ada Roma Ohini David is okay jema mu nyina mu wore mu kama kuma antu muyem yedi eni assembly chi gidigidi pa lawyer finally issue see what we see no dey na work e dey na man for expect na ye move forward.
You know, when ye home say face the country, yen you more a US. I be among say no call to me call ye be call no. We know Ren, you're discussing something way no. We need to resource our legal department.
Yeah.
We need to have a legal fund which is only for supporting activists and taking up cases like this. Because
I'll be assigning a US chapter was sending $50 CCR thank you much Mother Ghana is grateful.
Me $50 from on Cash App.
Yeah, Cash App.
Charlotte Demo said no send yeah.
Me sure say Charlotte no. But I think said Nabi should be Nabi Chani. Also a security team, no.
Yeah, Nabi head of security.
Very good.
So yeah, I mean, I think that for us, no, the most important thing is that we need to be able to get that team in place. On next month, the EU ambassadors in Ghana no after say member speech or event we organize they want to and one of the things I'm looking to is that thing of how we better protect activists, because the more we can show we have the capacity to protect activists. So about Ohini David in some the more we're able to encourage more people to be able to show up. So me, that's something which it's important to me to be able to have that process in place. So Achina SMBC or baby wafaya me home be away. Ne bibi SMBC is here now. You have to be able to have lawyers present who are able to support and defend them. That's how the civil rights movement acted.
Yeah.
You know? So that's what they did. The NAACP. That's what the principal job was, to be able to have the legal team to support the activism. So you can't freedom fight without having, you know, a core group of lawyers on their side. I mean, I'm saying Miami be home to a number of people, 5 to 10 people to get into law school.
Yes.
And try to get that, because it is important to me that we need more of that, because if we don't, and then yes, I'm randomly basically all the time. So that is important.
Oh, sorry. And Michael and Michael
okay.
From Ways and Noble no see Charlotte and Charlotte.
Okay, yes, I've seen that. Thank you.
Legal fund is badly needed.
Yeah.
But just say
when we say Peter and so sending 40 this year.
Peter and so Peter show up. Anyway, it's lawyer. Legal we need here is very, very
yes, so it's very necessary. It really is necessary. You know, and we'll do what we can. We do what we can. We know that it's a space where, you know, it's really difficult to raise revenue to do these things. But like I'm saying, no, like David and Goliath are making, we have a $72 billion corruptocracy. We are, you know, yes, it's mobile money donations, and then they are fighting against $72 billion. It's not an easy fight, but it's a fight we must win, because we've been strategically smart till this point. You know, we hit them where it hurts, and that's the only way we can continue to do this. You know,
and that is a battle of the mind. I don't know, body no, lawyer. And finally, in some other chat to an final amount for sure with you now. Nah,
said, you know, we've been able to have this conversation. For tomorrow, you know, it wasn't even part of the plan. I wasn't even thinking that we're coming to talk about it. You know, people have been able to send something which can go and support a number of people to send people there. And I'm very honestly grateful. Say, you know, in these things, people can put themselves down. My main cancer, you know, that's somebody who recently also committed, say, every month beer for 10 months, or sending 200 CDs for every month beer. Those things help us to continue to do. And they say, you know, it means that this can it be my ekoto, obichai and printer, the ekoto ink, and a cartridge in a paper, you print also, to start building some sense of secretariat. And the end here, send your brofu baby in the good team, a churugu come baby a printed. Now you bind it, not just say what we need to do, we'll send it. All those little things also matter in what we are doing.
Let's just say who shop busu kind. Now who person the office cry, you will have fraying. Now you hear office. Now you
yes, who shop boy here. Yeah, me any office or be free.
That's why
people, we don't. Sometimes when you speak up, people think that they will be BD. And yes, I mean, I spent a great deal of my own savings going back and forth. Me can say I'm trying to go and see if I can get these people to support the legal fund. No, I'm traveling on my own money, and you'll be maybe sano. Now I'm spending the weekend coming back, principally going for that. So we do with home. I mean, there's nobody now. Waka Ghana pono, because of NGO keke pono who come. So this thing we have done for a year, no. There is, you know, your home. But all we are saying is that the more we can be able to do this thing for it to work. So I thank everybody for this and the conversations. I think through people like you and the platforms like yours, we can continue to do it. Now, you don't see more pressing. Say we need to remember that we are more than those who oppress us. You know. Thank you.
Lawyer, and I know say it was not something we planned. Say it will be some but the love I must show. No, I mean I have an office in for you in Kaneshi. Yes, Kukwa. Them office. No, we need the office. I've sent $50. Newton Aqua also was sending $50. One of the things I love about the Americans, they say once the music hits them, they make sure they go all out for it. More America, Kukwa office no pa ready register for no near the printer anyway. Them ready do more printer, more money, more fees with me because the fight, we don't have to give up. The fire, we don't have to quench it. And I pay a way. Maybe we are share we say thank you for sharing. Lastly, if you've not subscribed to the YouTube channel, Bomodiana subscribe now. One of these days, we'll be speaking to the Ghanaian MPs. Now, Yenji or Madrid Ghana in some way, CCC, near my so I'm sure some new Libabidim Como. How I bet me pushy agenda and they are two women. Some of them are personal friends in Tino. I bet me pushy their come on, almost how I hear the system back home at here. Boris Johnson, Equia party, yes, say or no dear, police for entry film. And so your president Kufuado, Equia, a friend is there. One Gasa Shemra, executive, a year instrumental, then or we so sick COVID-19. Nipa actually swap a year, Emma name 20. You know, a Sewina, a year, a friend is saying, Sir John. One and no one call you when it embremuna El Capitano, Chief Justice, and Nimia Bua Ecoy. When him Rano so Rano, question a month for can I say we need leaders who would abide by the laws of the land, who will be bold to implement the laws, apply, impose, or make decisions themselves to be responsible for not applying the laws. The question is, do we have them? Lawyer, you better was I know say you better say Eddie and Como ABM. Madam, we said talk about Enzima too. Hey, we are Benyabo tell you about in there. Enzima the Enzima Kotoko, you can't hold the beer and someone you can't see J from so 80 many lawyer, yeah, Kono. Have a good night. Nemono, Shabby Way, mommy.
Now I can say Ghana is better than United States. Ghana is better than UK because of the good policies our president and the government is giving to the Ghanaians.
Inti sikana ni ese to sunwe.
And then you can say it is gaso.
So camp.
But you am them muti musam question. So do me na kan here there.
For one country Sikaso na so
commodity. Ba me dey nyam kan nti ni ba o kan na zo musam.
President Akufo-Addo na kan.
Ah na bunzo oba studio na obuza no nya do me.
Otwe hu free hu.
Me twe me hu free hu, but what I'm saying is that nipa no kan no no one reason to kan. Do me dey engineer.
But as a collective, but when you just an engineer, a politician.
Yes, that's right.
And you belong to a party.
But politician be aka na say
you belong to a party.
Original so. Politician no original so kan. Enti politician no kan.
Original so to me and
ono dey on the oba no buza na me dey do me to make.
I see.
Let me share the entire Of course, Ghana they say it is castle. Of course, and the way you manage it.
So that's the issue.
The way you manage it.
You're managing a Sikasem to that extent. I mean, obviously, actually, say you're managing a Sikasem to raise money to even pay contractors.
Yo, I was wait there. Best Remo Quine. Now, best would and draw you're paying for the beacon. No one has a political party, Grano, woman or Monya. Lawyer, yeah, that's it. Efrewa Obai. Last words, I mean, Jauna, echo. But me person me video bit show. So me name so only the pakoni here.
A father helps his children. If you have sympathy, you people will help us. But it's like all the elders in this village are interested in eating money.
Wow.
But when the time comes for them to use the money for better things, they will run away. Don't mind them. Is it not in this village? Is it not in this village or another village?
What is happening?
We shall see.
David versus Goliath. Is it not in this village? We shall see. Lawyer, finally, is it not in Ghana? We shall see.
I mean, that's it. So, now obi Abrante bi oba me comment section de bia on the day bia na some obeka back pay uni penny adue and whole video no ama makae no uni penny adue me last words no.
Yo, thank you so much, lawyer. Yes, adios. Thank you all freedom fighters. Mama Ba Sugar Drop, Danswa Biam, Nabi Munyina Masi. I mean, Obibi Alba Bia, you say a friend said the fight no and the struggle no, we should not give up. The BI can say arise Ghana youth for our country. You can say arise Ghana youth for your political party. So do not be a toy to be used by the politicians for you to arise for them. God bless our homeland Ghana, make our nation great and strong. We will meet again.
It is already too late, said Obi-Erika sadly. Our own men and our sons have joined the ranks of the stranger. They have joined his religion, and they help to uphold his government. If we should try to drive out the white men in Umuofia, we should find it easy. There are only 2 of them. But what of our own people who are following their way and have been given power? They would go to Umuru and bring the soldiers, and we would be like Abame. He paused for a long time and then said, I told you on my last visit to Mbanta how they hanged Aneto. What has happened to that piece of land in dispute? Asked Okonkwo. The white man's court has decided that it should belong to Nama's family, who had given much money to the white man's messengers and interpreter. Does the white man understand our custom about land? How can he, when he does not even speak our tongue? But he says that our customs are bad, and our own brothers who have taken up his religion also say that our customs are bad. How do you think we can fight when our own brothers have turned against us? The white man is very clever. When our own brothers have turned against us, the white man is very clever. He came peaceably and quietly with his religion. We were amused at his foolishness and allowed him to stay. Now he has won our brothers, and our clan can no longer act like one. He has put a knife on the things that held us together, and we have fallen apart.
The country where I come from, the truth is an irony. Just like animal farm, justice mean inequity. So who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Christian can say silence, Islamic leaders silence. Kings and queens, silence. Traditional leaders, silence. So who go say the truth? Truth, justice. We are them go get so confused the call. Now by area why no better. We are them go get so confused the call. One guy's out here why no better. Who go say the truth? Truth. Who go say the truth? Oh, he need it now, see what's I see so. Now your friend on an iron camasem. Only papi obeka nasembia. So I want one, bet you were too. Everybody was afraid. And when Tina to my cottage again, once my board dumping one and but who go tell the truth? Nanai or say me Nanso bien person beka wasam because everybody is afraid. Anya safwe muayini akukudro for nyina dalima. Enti who go say the truth? Obiadra konson so to grow Germansa to me bia kakobrafo. Efo anyina ye. Efo wanyina ye. Na so kutrata da una so bidia ba ko wa no keke. Afene fo be mane mo piafo efo ne kraso maimu. Anya safwe muayini akukudro for nyina dalima. Enti who go say the truth? Abaya di bote chino yedi bi bebo nyande bi kachi se udi oma opipi numa udi oma never shana frafonsa. But who go tell the truth? DUC silence, even journalists silence. Oh, then who go say the truth? Right is right, wrong is wrong, no matter how you justify. You say you wanna get rid of corruption, someone want to help you, now the person become your target. Jobless no they mean senseless, poverty no they mean useless. One day them go resist.